normally watch the clock from down there. Are we live?
It says it's live.
Okay, good. Then we will wait for our friends to come join us. You got me set up? Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, you are live, and 3 people are on.
Really?
Well, one of them's me. So don't get all excited.
That's funny. Did y'all hear what he said? He said we do have people joining us. Welcome, welcome. What he said was, yeah, we've got people, and one of them's me. It was like the only person here. So I'm so glad to see you. Comment so I'll know who it is, because I see 5 or 6 people. I'd love to be able to do a shout out and say hi to you, and you know, do all those things that you do when you're going live.
Here they come.
Yep, here they come. Yay! Okay, so the phone I'm watching has a little bit, I'm not watching, but has a little bit of a delay. And so when I look down, it's kind of mesmerizing as to what it had been doing. I mean, I get like, what is that? So we're so glad you're here. I see 9 people. Okay, and Doug is telling me don't slap the table. So I won't slap the table anymore. We're so glad you're here. I hope it's been a marvelous Monday. It has been a marvelous Monday for us. I have to tell y'all what we're doing. I don't know, sometime in the last month or so, I felt like I was being prompted by the Lord to plan to write more next year. I've got patterns to write out my ears. I've got, I write a devotion every day. So I wanted to mention that if y'all are interested in devotions, we have a group. It's on Facebook, a Facebook group. It's called We Are Called to Pray. If you're interested in joining, of course, feel free. And every day, Monday through Friday, I write a little short, I call it Jerian's Journal, but it's like a devotional thing. And I write that every day, and then we pray, Monday through Friday. And then on Tuesdays, we gather via conference call to pray for our nation. When that started, we thought we would be through around Election Day, and here it is, December the 7th, and we're still going. We will continue doing that until all of this has been resolved, what all is going on in our political world, which we're not going to talk about much. If you want to talk about that, we'll do it somewhere else, but we're not going to talk about that here. So anyway, do those kind of writings. I have a book that I am trying to put together that talks about the 50 different ways to make the windows using my tool. So, you know, we have an upper window, and we have a lower window, and we have a full window, and then we have the insert, and we can make a circle and all the different accessory set pieces. So when you do that, and you start adding them all up, that's 50 different ways to make windows. Well, my idea is to capture all of those different ways and the instructions, step-by-step instructions, how to do that in a book. So that has been started, but there are 50 different ways to do it. So I have to write the instructions over and over again. So I needed more space for that. So today, plus a couple of other projects that are going on. So I've been thinking about this, been kind of prompted about, I don't know, a month or so. So I had to get through the first week of December with all the other commitments that we had made, and plus we had been sick, and, you know, it just took us. So today was the day. Today, you know how when you're rearranging a space, which is just 1/4, not even that much of my studio, but that space, you know how it just goes and everything explodes and you have junk everywhere and you think, what am I doing with this? So we got 2 large trash cans. Because where in the world, and what was I thinking, and why do I need that note? And, you know, it's just crazy. So I started a major purge today, and Hoot put my desk together, and we put my computer in a different place. Oh my word, I y'all have no idea. I'm almost as excited to work at my desk as I am to quilt. So yeah, Doug asked if you want to see. So I'll show you my unfinished desk area. But if you know me, you will know that this is an improvement. Can y'all see that? I'm so excited to have a new desk and everything. Now what he is not showing you is all the junk I have to purge. Do y'all like purging? Oh my word, I think it is just painful. Okay, you back? I'm telling y'all, I'm so excited to have a space dedicated to writing. So on my ironing board, we have, and I'm sure a lot of you have this too, but if you don't, you might consider it. We had a board, I didn't, Doug did, had a board cut that is probably 26 inches wide, and it's a bit longer than the ironing board. On the bottom side, he put 2 pieces of wood that are attached vertically that fit and snug up against the ironing board. And so it just sits on top of my ironing board, which makes my ironing board super long and wide. Well, that's where I sit to do a lot of my writing because I didn't have a desk space. So I'm super excited about that. Maybe that'll help me be more productive because I have a space to actually do it. So tonight, I want to remind you that if you want to join, I want to say one more time, if you want to join the daily devotional thing, that is a Facebook group called We Are Called to Pray. So tonight, I want to introduce you to this giant panel. What do y'all think? Okay, so it came out last year, I think. But you know how the cobbler, I'm sorry, are you scanning? Isn't it cute? You know how the cobbler doesn't get his children's shoes done? That's kind of me. This was part of the panel. It says candy cane wishes and mistletoe kisses, and it was on the side, I think, but I trimmed that off. And there's some other things. Now they have a smaller panel that's similar to this, but this is the giant one. And the reason I'm showing it to you, it's not even finished. I just finished the top this weekend. I want to show y'all, I tried something new. I tried a different way because it's a big panel. It's big. I've forgotten how big, but it's big. I did something I've never done before, and I don't even know that I've read about anybody doing it. But I wanted 3, is this in the screen? Tell me.
It is, yes.
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. So I wanted 3 borders. You see that? I cut this at 2 inches. I cut this at 2 inches, and I cut that at 4 inches. But when I sewed, so this is what, a small piece of it looks like. 2 inches, 2 inches, 4 inches. And you can see all the way around. But because it's so big, this is what I tried. Y'all, and it worked. I loved it. So that's why I'm telling you. I figured out that it was going to take six different it was going to take 6 cuts of the red, for example. 6 of those, end to end, to have enough to go all the way around this panel. Well, the same thing was true for the 2 inch of this one and the 4 inch of this one. So I cut 6 different strips. Then I took all of these, the small one, the 2 inch one, I took all of those and sewed them together, just all in a long row, like a jelly roll race. Y'all know what I'm talking about, right? And then, oh look, everybody's watching. Hey, Patty and Sharon and Kathy and Catherine. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. So I sewed all of my 2 inch wide red together, and then I sewed all my 2 inch this pattern together, and then I sewed all my 4 inch all in a long row. And then I sewed these 2 together, just normal 1/4 inch seam. So this, y'all, I've forgotten how many inches it was, but 6 times, somebody do the math, 6 times 44, or 40, 6 times 4, be 240 something inches, right? Long on this, and then I added the red to it, and then I did this. So I had this massive long border. And then I laid my panel out and measured exactly, you know, the borders, how you're supposed to add borders. But I had pre-made my borders, because typically what I do is I do side, side, top, bottom. And then I'll go back and do side, side, top, bottom. And this time I thought, I'm going to try this other way to do it. And it worked. Oh, so excited. And it was easier. I just thought it was so much easier. So I just measured. But that also meant that I needed something here in the corner, or this would have not met. So I put a corner block here. And I've decided when I do it again, I'm going to snowball this right here. But anyway, I'm happy with it. This is fine. I mean, it's one of those, it's a Christmas present. And it's the 7th of December, and I don't have it, I didn't have it made, and I didn't have it quilted. I think I'm going to probably start quilting it tomorrow. And the sad news is I have two more to make, because I haven't even started Christmas. Well, that's not true. I did start Christmas, and some of it's already been mailed, but I'm way behind. So anyway, I hope you like that. I hope that you think that's cute. I think he's precious, and this will be a giveaway. And, you know, I'm learning and experimenting as I go, so I thought I'd just share with you what I did. Catherine's driving her husband to the airport, so she'll watch when she gets home. Well, you be careful out there, Catherine. Hi, Mindy, you are my sweet friend. And Mike, hey, Mike. Mike is my brother-in-law, y'all. That's Doug's brother. Okay, the next thing I want to show you is, I'm so far behind on Christmas, on my own stuff. I mean, I've got everything else done. But I want to show y'all, I love green. I love green. And look at this beautiful green. So this green, I saw this in a shop in August. And look, here's the same green in a plaid. Isn't that cute?
What's the design on the
It's
Christmas lights?
Christmas lights. Yes. Hi, Natalie. Glad you're here. And then look, y'all, I love gingham. And look at this. Oh, I just think this is so stinking cute. Isn't that cute? Okay. So, here it is, December the 7th. And this is just yardage. I'm telling y'all. You know, moms are the same way, right? We always take care of everybody else before we get our own stuff done. But here's the kicker. See on that cute? Look. Oh, this is what I about died over. Look at this. Is that, can you see it? Can they see it well?
Oh, yeah.
Look at that little Bambi. Tawny is here. Hey, girl. So, I'm just telling y'all, I love Bambi. And a Christmas Bambi with a little bow around its neck just makes my heart happy. So I decided when I saw this that I would, it's not going to be a whole lot. There's not going to be a whole lot to this quilt because, you know, but I had to have it. So, I have made a few blades. Let me show you. And I just used the upper window. And what I want them to do is like this. No, they're all pointing the same direction. What I would really like is if they were like facing each other, but I'll have to fussy cut those. I just haven't, I guess. Yes, here's one. Look, y'all. See, I want them to look like that. See how they're like to be kissing each other? Those cute little babies kissing. Okay, so won't that be just stinking adorable when I get that finished? It might be 2022. But But I have everything I need right here. So I did the Christmas lights. Oh, hi, Connie. Thank you. I know, is that not the most precious thing? So I did the Christmas lights and then the Bambi's in the window. And I'm seriously, and look, y'all, I tried a baby one. And I'm thinking, I really and truly think I might want to layer a small one in the center to pop that middle. And I'm seriously thinking that I'm going to lay all this on this as a background and then use this as a border around the edges to brighten it up. And I just think it's going to be like a little wall hanging or a little, table topper. I don't think I'm going to do a big, oh my, let's get real. It'll be 2023 if I make it huge. So I want to, I want to get on it. So this is what I'll be working on. And this is not a giveaway. So you know how we do it, right? We make things that we're going to give away first. And then after we have those made, we make things for ourselves. So in my studio, I have 4 windows with curtain rods. And I got tired of the old curtains. They were long and they were bothering me, so I took them down. I have naked curtain rods in my room, and it's been like that over a year because I can't get around to making them for myself because I've been so busy doing other stuff. Just forgive me. It is just how we live, right? Okay, because it's Christmas. Oh, let me show you something else I'm working on. Y'all don't mind, do you? Nita's here. Hey, Nita, I didn't see that you were here. Let's see, who did I miss? Y'all, Patty Bible Blake is watching. So let me tell you, that is my cousin. And I want to tell y'all a funny story. Of course, she's precious and she lives near me and we never see each other. I don't know. I think we'd see each other more often if we lived far apart. But anyway, we live in the same town, which is nuts. Anyway, I love her dearly. And the other day, last week or a few days ago, she posted on Facebook, does anybody know where I can get this panel? It was like, I don't know, Patty, what year was it? 1993? 83 or something, years and years and years ago. And it's an advent calendar thing, and it has bears. And everybody was like, good luck. And then the comments went on, and it said, well, try eBay. And somebody said, I did, and they're $400, which is ridiculous, right? So, I didn't know why she was looking. Patty, why were you looking? Oh, for one of your girls, right?
Got burned in the fire.
Oh, that's right. They have a piece of property that had a detached garage and an apartment over there, and it burned, and so she lost it in the fire, which is heartbreaking. Well, this week, I'm part of a Facebook group called Quilting Vintage, and they turned me on to a group in Facebook that is called Faithful Remnants. Okay, so I'm giving away all my secrets, but I am thrilled to do it. Faithful Remnants is a shop in Kansas, and what they do is if they go into like estate sales or if a quilter's getting out of the quilting world, they'll go in and just buy the whole lot and take it back to their shop. So they buy, it's good fabric, it's just hadn't been used yet, right? So it could be, I don't know, 40 years old, or it could be 2 weeks old. I mean, it just depends. And then she'll post it on Facebook for people to purchase. I found one. Exactly what Patty wanted. So I ordered it. So tomorrow she'll invoice me and she'll ship it later this week. So y'all just have to know that no matter how old the fabric is, somebody somewhere is going to come across it because a quilter bought it and put it in her stash. I know none of us would do that. But they put it in their stash and there it stays for years and years. And then suddenly it'll pop up. So I'm very excited. Patty's getting a Christmas present from me. And it's like from 1990, I don't know, 80 something maybe. So anyway. Okay. Let's see, who else? So here's another project I'm working on. This is my new tool. I told y'all I'm coming out. I showed you even. Let me grab it. My new tool. Sorry. I forgot to grab it before we started. So my new tool, my graphic designer is working on the packaging stuff, and this is what it looks like, and it's the orange peel. The tape just holds it in place, and then a smaller one, right? So I've shown you a couple of things I'm doing, but look at this one. Look at this. Now I'm going to show you what is happening here. When it's a 10-inch square. I cut the big football in, align it just like this. I draw the shape. I cut 1/4 of an inch on the inside and I fold it out. Then I have to put a piece of fabric behind it. And what I found is cutting a piece of fabric that is 5.5 inches wide by, I think it's 12. Yes, 12.5 inches long. That gives me just enough. It could be a little bit, I could go a little bit longer, but it's perfect. Gives me plenty of wiggle room to stitch that down. Once that is stitched, then I take this center piece. I take the big thing and lay it back down again and draw the center hole. And then I cut it out, and then I go back and stitch it. Once I have it all stitched down, I just trim away all this excess. But it's easier to trim away this excess than it is to cut it perfectly. I'm not good at cutting it perfectly. So eventually, this will be the block, right, without the stuff sticking out behind it. So this is this fabric is a moire, and it is designed by Monique Jacobs, and it is a Maywood Studios fabric, and it is absolutely luscious. Look at that beautiful purple, and it's got little French words. So I can't tell you what it says because, you know, there are a lot of gifts that we have. We all have gifts, right? Language, well, other than English. Learning foreign languages for me has never been easy. It has been a trial. It has been hard. So I tried Spanish. I tried French. I did okay in Latin. But in my undergraduate degree, I finally took sign language because I can do sign language because it's movement, right? So I could do sign language. So that's how I got through a language in college. So I'm not good at French. Sorry. I'm not even really all that good at Texan. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we're doing tonight. Oh, so it's Christmas and we're giving lots of little gifts and little things to people. And we had our Quilt Guild last week had a drive-through party. Literally, you drove up, you got your gift. If you had stuff to drop off, you dropped it off and you drove on through. And we just acted like it was a party. So I'm going to show you some fun things to do. If you haven't seen this, I'm going to show it to you and I'm going to tell you about it. Now, I have stilettos that move my fabric. You know, when I'm sewing, it moves my fabric and point. And this one is excellent. It's hard plastic, and that point is wonderful. But what is really cool about it is, and I don't know the best way to show this to you. Is this working? Mm-hmm. Is this gray, and it's a rubbery thing. Watch. It just moves. It's the coolest. Well, that one locked in. See, it can move. It helps you push things through. So I highly recommend it. And let me see what it's called. It's called a Clover Stiletto and Grip. And it's called a Hold It Precision Stiletto. So I don't sell these, and I'm not trying to make money off of them. I'm just telling you that one of your quilter friends, if they or you need a stocking stuffer, put this on your list because it is a good one. And I have multiple stilettos, but this has turned out to be a really great one because of the grip. Yes?
Doesn't that grip help you in ironing?
I haven't tried it.
Oh, I thought you had. You showed it to me that way.
I did? This person? Y'all, I can't remember half the stuff I tell him. Okay, so that's one. Well, I know what he's saying is this tip is not going to melt. So it will if you hold it on the iron, but you can get it close to the iron and it's heat resistant. So I guess that's what he was reminding me of. So this is a really good little stocking stuffer for somebody less than $10. So that's a good one. Oh. So I was trying, what?
There's Lynn.
Hi, sweet Lynn. How are you? Hi, Kathy. So let me show y'all what I did. I wanted to make an ornament. I wanted to see if I can make an ornament. Half of my life is what if. Look what I did. Can you see that? Okay. So I took my tool and I cut fabric bigger. I laid this down and drew, on my fabric and then cut it bigger, like a 1/4 of an inch bigger. And I did it in the green and white, and I did it in a red grunge. And then I used the accessory set, the little hexagon, and made my window and then put the cardinal in the window and stitched him down. So that was the front. I had my back already cut. And then I took just a little piece of batting. It doesn't even come to the batting doesn't even come to the edge. Almost, but not quite, because I didn't want that bulk along the edge. And then I stitched it inside out, flipped it in, and then top stitched it all the way around. Could I have done a neater job? Probably, but I was trying. I did put the little hanger, I was learning. I put the little hanger in, and the first one I always put the handles on the bags in the wrong space, and I'm just dense this way. I'm not spatially coordinated. I have to think about things. But anyway, I finally got it right, and this is hanging on my Christmas tree, and I think this would be so cute. And I'm going to work on this for next year. I'm going to give myself a year. But I think this would be cute in wool with a little, or in fabric with a little something hand, beaded or something in here would be sweet. So this would be a real cute little Christmas ornament. So it didn't take me very long at all, and I used the tools. So there you go. So there's an idea. I know, right? You could do this. It's super easy. Just cut your, just play with it. You could use any of the shapes, whatever motif that you want to highlight, you can put in that window. Yeah, I thought this was fun. So once I did it, I was like, yes. But wait, I have to make Christmas presents. Oh, I get a little excited about experimenting. Okay, and last time I showed you some of these little prayer squares that I did. Well, I'm about, in my cleaning today, I found a plastic shoebox bin that I have some more that I can put ornaments on. Not ornaments, but these little charms on, so I can give. The thing about these is, it's a 4-patch. Remember I talked to y'all about this? So I started making some more because I made 96 to start with, and I can tell y'all now that I probably don't have but 30 left. So these are great gifts to leave for the server, whatever. And I made the little pocket on the back. So this is something to, Nita's asking, what is the hanger? I guess, are you asking about this? It's just a little piece of red and white twine that I had. Isn't that cute? Doug's just looking at me like, Y'all, I love these kinds of things. Okay, so the hanger is just twine that I put in. Okay, so prayer squares is another sweet little, it's just a little something. Okay, so I'm going to share with y'all what I do with I'm giving y'all Christmas ideas, okay? Another thing is, if you know someone who is elderly, and I'm talking about older than me. For example, my mother is in her mid-80s, and my father is in his early 90s. They've been divorced for years, so they don't live together, but and Doug's parents are both alive also, same ages. So we've got 85 to 92-year-old, 4 parents still living. Are we blessed or what? So what I did for his mom and my mom, I guess it was last year, is I made gift bags, 10 gift bags, Christmas gift bags, and stuffed them with all kinds of stuff. So like this year, I'll use some of the prayer squares. I might make an ornament. I might do a little mug rug. No telling what I'll end up. I'll probably go to the dollar store, and buy some hand lotion and just little things. It doesn't even, socks. Socks are good, just stuff. Put them in the bags, do 10 of them, and take that to my mother and take that to his mother. And it's the best gift ever because he wants me to quit banging. I'm sorry. Hey, Trish, how are you? So I'm going to take these 10 bags to each of my mom and my mother-in-law, and then that is their gift, and they then will have gifts to give away because they can't go to the store. It's too dangerous for them to get out, but people come to their home. Their neighbors live down the apartment complex, and so they can walk down there and like hook it on their door or whatever. So if you know someone who is elderly and can't get out and can't go shop, y'all, that's the fun, right? So that has been my mom and my mother-in-law's favorite gift they've ever gotten from us. It's something that they could actually give away and be so excited about doing it. So there's an idea for you. Anybody who's really shut in like that would enjoy that. I think most people would. Okay, I'm going to show you a couple of other ideas and things that I've done in the past that are super, super quick and simple. I don't know if you do. I started to say all of us, but a lot of us probably have fabric of all sorts, including our quilting fabric, right? So we have things like canvas weight, and some of this, like I do, you just wouldn't believe all the stuff I've got, but upholstery weight fabrics. I have some of that. I don't have much anymore, but I have some, and I keep it around for projects like this. So in the past, I have gone to the dollar store or, whatever. And I have purchased, let me see what year this was. I came across this today while I was cleaning. Okay, look, this was 2019. It's a 2019 planner. And y'all, all I need to get through life is a month at a glance. If I have a month at a glance, I can make it, right? Wasn't a very busy year, I don't guess. Actually, I know what happened. I had a different planner, but anyway, if I have a month at a glance, I'm good. Well, I came home, and with my upholstery weight fabric, do you see what I did? I made a cover. Literally 20 minutes. I zigzagged and if you had a serger, you could do this too. I zigzagged the top and the bottom and the ends, right? And then I flipped them over the right. So I slipped this in here. And then when I was measuring, and then I opened this completely wide so I would know, the right width. And then flip this over, zigzag zigzag, and you've got a cover to a planner that you can give your friends. And then next year, they can go to the same dollar store and buy their and buy their next calendar planner thing, right? So I have been such a fan of this because now I can't get it back together. I've been such a fan of this because two or three things. First, it's upholstery, or it's heavier weight, and so it does. I mean, if it's dirty, it doesn't show as much, right? And nobody has one like it. So if I'm in a room or if I'm in a meeting, I know that that's mine. I better grab it before I leave. So I have enjoyed doing this for myself and friends. One year in 17, I did this one. This is my favorite color right here, y'all. That chartreuse is my favorite color. Oh, how I love that. So this little calendar, right? Now this was a week at a glance, and I wasn't really, but it had a month at a glance in the beginning, at the front. And so I use that a lot. But I make covers. Now let me see what year this was. Yes, 2019. I bought, I paid more than I've ever paid in my life for a planner and didn't use it. I mean, it was too big. It was too much. I just can't do it. But look what I did. I used a canvas. It got dirty. I can see the wear on it. But look what I did. I put a little plastic. You can sew plastic with your sewing machine, friends. You know that, right? And if you have a card, I thought I had a card. I did. Here it is. Let me show you. So I kept my business cards right in here so that when I was in meetings, I could slip it out. And I kept a pen right there. And I made the pocket at least that deep so I could keep a pen in there. But see, it's the same construction, right? I just finished the top edge and the bottom edge and the inside edges and wrapped it around my calendar. So, hi Tammy. Hi Chris. I'm so glad y'all are here. So anyway, this is a real quick and simple thing, but I'll tell y'all, this calendar, it about did me in. It has a day for everything, and while I used it, I just felt like I was always planning. Maybe it's a good thing. Okay, now I'm going to show you one I did not make, but my sweet friend did, and she made it for me, and I want to show you what she used. Let me get it out. Look, it's a composition book, just a regular, like you buy year after year. And it's not a calendar. It's just I'll put it back together in a minute. She did the same thing, but she lined hers because she's fancy. Her name is Kim. Miss Kim Shook did this. And look, she lined it, and then she quilted the top and made this little cover for me, and then put my, this is one of my labels. So do y'all know about labels? You can have them, if you have something you want printed on fabric, you can upload your JPEG to Spoonflower and order it like a yard at a time or whatever. So I gave her this. Is this not the cutest thing? It's precious. So every year I get a new composition notebook and fill it back up, and so I just take notes in here. But don't forget about, this is a real, well, this one is more complicated because she's fancy. But if you want the simple, this is a real good quick gift to give somebody when you're thinking about doing Christmas presents. Okay. Oh, so more Christmas presents. If you sew, or even if you don't, but all of us do, I decided several years ago that I wanted to start working with wool. And I saw this idea on Pinterest, which is obviously where we all get every idea. Not really. And I went and bought two. I was like, y'all, where do you get wool? And somebody said, buy clothes that are wool. And then put them at wet them, and then throw them in the dryer at hot heat and let them, you know, whatever. So I did all that. Okay. One was a red plaid skirt. Literally. And I don't know. Can you see this? Do you see how this is, like I've just rolled this up like a jelly roll? I took that skirt and cut it into 2.5-inch strips. See that? And just rolled it up and rolled it up and rolled it up. And when I got to the end, which is behind the buttons, I just stitched it together. And then I put a little piece of black fabric on there and then just did a blanket stitch around here so you can kind of see it here. And then decorated it with buttons. Look at this, y'all. These are vintage buttons. Look. Isn't that fun? So I've been giving these out as Christmas presents, and it didn't take any time at all to just stitch some little buttons on. And I have scads of buttons. Oh, and look. I think I'm going to keep this one. This little earring, this was an earring that broke, and I lost the other one. Now, I don't know how this happened, but I remember buying these back when I was working for a Christmas party. And they were very dangly and very sparkly. And so anyway, I used them in here, but you can just see. And it's a great little pincushion, right? So that's a fun little thing to do. And you can make bunches. I've given multiples of these away, so I made many. And then I got online because I knew nothing about it. Y'all, I did this like in 17, and I'm just now finishing them. And I knew nothing about wool, and so I bought on eBay a cashmere sweater. They said it was cashmere wool. Well, now I know the difference. But I did the same thing. Look, it was this plaid. It was like a 1980-something argyle-looking plaid. I did the same thing. I cut strips, and where I just stitched it together in the front, I put buttons. Y'all like that? So, you're welcome, Mike. So, anyway, these are good little gifts, and quick and simple and fast, and just, you know, if you have any stash at all of buttons, then you can just do that. So there's one of the little ideas that I give away at Christmas. I have to look around and see what else I have. Do you see anything? I have pin cushions. Oh. Okay, for quilters. Annie's Secret Sauce. Some of you may have seen this before, but I'm going to give you the recipe. This is my favorite spray that I use every time I iron anything. When I ironed these to the dark side, I used this spray. I did not spray this, so it's not laying very flat. But I use this. So let me tell you what it is. It is 2/3 water, 1/3 cheap vodka. Seriously, vodka. So, funny story about that is, oh wait, 2/3 water, 1/3 vodka, and then I put a couple of drops of essential oil in there. In the summer, I usually use like lavender. In the winter, I love the smell of cloves. So this one has clove in it. Just smells like the holidays to me. Cinnamon. I just love that. That vodka can be a little overpowering. But you know that when vodka is heated, it dissipates and the alcohol is gone. Vodka is a starch, right? It's made from potatoes. So it's a really, really good, inexpensive way to use a spray. So, thanks, Lynn. So I send Doug to the liquor store. What size bottle is this?
Big.
He's right, it's big. I think it's a 2-liter bottle of vodka. And I mean, in the past, I don't know what it is today because I haven't been shopping for it in a while, but we buy 2 bottles of it, and it sits on top of my refrigerator, and this is all we use it for. So what I was told to do, and I'm going to tell you to do the same thing, is you walk in the liquor store and you say, where is your cheapest vodka? Because the cheapest vodka is going to have the most starch. You don't need anything fancy because you're going to spray it on fabric and then you're going to iron it or press it and it's going to dissipate. So, and they say, oh, and they'll take you back there and it'll be on the bottom shelf because that's where they put it. It'll be on the bottom shelf, and we pay, I don't know, $11 or $12 for a big old bottle. Well, I just filled up. I have a big spray bottle, and then I use smaller, the smaller one most of the time. But I kind of just fill this one up from my big one, and I can. It will take 2 or 3 months, and I do it every day, y'all. So 2 or 3 months, it'll last, because it's just 1/3 vodka. So what I do for Christmas presents is I put a label on it, and I call this Annie's Secret Sauce, just because I'm Annie and I can do that. And then I put water, vodka, and then whatever kind of oil is in it so that people will know exactly what's in here. But you can buy these little spray bottles. They're really inexpensive at, yes. You can buy these, the dollar store or Walmart or any big box place will have these little spray bottles. Okay, so Pam brings up a good point. So I have a friend named Alice, and Alice is a non-drinker, just doesn't drink, period. And I don't drink much. Rarely do I drink, but Alice never does, never has, never will. Okay, so she'd never been in a liquor store. Well, I can't say that. She had never been. I have. But anyway, so I told her what to do. You walk in, you tell the guy behind the counter, you say, I need your cheapest vodka, and he'll show you where it is, and then get one. So she was at the liquor store one day, and she walked in and said exactly those words. Hey, I'm here for vodka. Can you show me where your cheapest vodka is? And he looked at her and said, are you a quilter too? which all I can do is laugh because quilters buy cheap vodka. We have a reputation to uphold. So, hey, Noel. So, if you want some good spray, go buy some cheap vodka, and eventually the guy will know. So, Alice called me that day and said, Jerry Ann, do you buy vodka out at the Kilgore, whatever it was? And I said, no. Doug buys it down at, so I told her where. And she said, I don't know who's buying vodka, but he knows that quilters buy cheap vodka. Y'all, that just makes me laugh. It just tickles me. Oh, my word. But this is a really good Christmas present for anybody who irons, actually, but especially for quilters and people who sew. I just get so tickled. Gosh, I can just hear it all now. Okay, to wrap it up, I can't see the clock. Can you tell me what time it is? Okay, good. Thank you. I want to show y'all something. Do you know where I got this? I don't either. Y'all, I want to show y'all a treasure I have that I have no clue. And the lesson is, put a label on anything you make. Look at this. Now, I'm going to show you the whole thing, but I'm going to show you half at a time. Look at this. Can you see it? Can they see it?
I'm panning.
Look, this is embroidery. Gosh. They embroidered Flower Shop on there. This is thread that makes that little door. Look at all that. Is that the most gorgeous thing ever? And now I have no idea where I got it. Somebody made it for me and now I've forgotten. And I feel horrible. If you made it for me, you let me know. But look, even the back side, look at these precious little holly leaves. Sequins and everything. I think it was my mother-in-law that did it. I mean, that gave it to me. But is that precious? Oh my goodness. It's just, it's just amazing work. And it just gives me all kinds of ideas. So last week we had this drive-through quilting, party for the guild because everybody has been sick and we don't want to make people sick. And I teased with my friends that I thought I was going to wear a Christmas tree skirt as a poncho. Like, just a wrap around me. Look, I quilted this little round tablecloth. I'll show y'all this. I'm all about Christmas these days. Can you see that? Isn't that fun? This had to have been in the 70s, don't you think? It's round. So here's my idea. Oh, Kathy, I always forget to put a label on too, and it is ridiculous. Now I have this precious table. It's made out of felt, but that round tablecloth, and I've used it for years and years and years, and I have absolutely no clue where I got it. Okay, so now this one, round tablecloth. I just love it. I do. I just love it, right? But what if I cut a hole? What if I cut straight up here? Well, center that straight up here. Cut a hole here and wore it like a wrap. Would y'all think I'm crazy? I want to wear it so bad I can't stand it. I think it's adorable. I think it would be so much fun. And I think it'd be a whole lot cuter than those ugly Christmas sweaters that they do. So, there's my crazy Christmas idea. I just think that would be so cute. Be cute on a table. Be cute as a Christmas tree skirt, too. But I really think you could wear a Christmas tree skirt and look fun. Have some fun to go to a party. Okay, to wrap up tonight, y'all know I'm working on a quilt that is wool, and I've shown you a block or two in the past, so I thought I would share 2 more blocks with you. One of them is Christmas oriented, so I want to show you. Let me get this this board. Get my felt board so I can hold it up for you to see. Is that a good angle? So what do you think? This is my, hey, Wanda, love you. I have cousins on, Tammy's on. Love you too, Tammy. Love you too, Patty. So this is a Christmas cardinal, and I designed him. It's a him, right? The girls are the ones that are not so flashy. And then I put the little beads. Can you see how I did all the beading for the snow? Y'all, I have so much fun doing this. So there will be 68 blocks actually all together. This will be one of them. And I'm writing all the I've drawn them all, and I'm designing them all, and I am show the back. I'll show the back. I love cardinals too. Thank you, Connie and Kathy. I love them. Can you tell? I'm like all into the cardinals this year. Okay, so that's one. And y'all, this one makes number 57. And I have number 58 I finished last night. And 59 I'll finish tonight, probably. Maybe. And so the verse, each block has a verse. And this verse is Matthew 6:26. Look at the birds of the air. They do not sow or reap or store away in barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not much more valuable than they? Which you are. Now, another one, look at this one. Let's see if y'all can guess what this is. Tell me what you think this is. Thanks, Wanda. Can you see this one? This is a pitcher. I'll just tell you in case you can't see it. And then water. Can you see that? Water pouring out. And the verse that I'm illustrating on this one is in John, and it says, Jesus stood and said in a loud voice, "Let anyone who is thirsty come to me to drink. Whoever believes in me, as Scripture has said, rivers of living water will flow from within them." So what I want to point out to you on this is people are, yes, yeah, I think it looks like a peacock too. But it is actually water flowing. And I want to show y'all why I chose this color palette. Because on the color wheel, orange and blues are opposite each other. See that? And so I was trying to, when I was planning it, I knew the water was going to be blue. So I wanted something very contrasting. I didn't want it to blend too much. And so I did the a jug, like it would have been in, in the days of the Bible when it was written. So I did the opposite colors on the color wheel. So I knew that orange and blue were opposite colors. So there's my living water block. I'm super excited about getting finished. I cannot wait for this whole quilt to, and now I'm even worried about what am I going to do when that finishes. So I might start making Christmas ornaments. Who knows? Okay, friends, let me just double check. Any questions? Yes, their pottery was made. I'm sure their pottery was made from clay, and I have a feeling there was a whole lot of orange and beige and, desert colors. That's what I'm assuming. Because that's what there is there now, right? Okay, any questions before we go? Thank y'all so much for being here. I always enjoy and look forward to visiting with you. I have tools available. I have accessory sets available. Very soon I will have my new tool available. And we will be back next week. If you have anything in particular that you want to see or learn how to do or learn how to make, let me know, because I'll be happy to share anything with you, anything at all. Okay, friends, I love you all. You have all been prayed over today. I did that before I came on, which I do every week. I hope you have a blessed week, and I hope you have a marvelous, marvelous Monday. We'll talk to you soon. Love you. Bye.